Okay, so here's my spreadsheet. This is how I figure out my ratios of amendments. I use what I have on hand, and this year I had this on hand. I had blood meal, bone meal, Bat Guano, potash. This was already pre-mixed because this is a pre-mixed gardening mix I use for flowering plants and vegetables. These are the ratios in pounds right here. NPK reads across, so blood meal is 13.600, bone meal is 125.0. That breaks down to a rating of here once I get that all mixed up. And I get these numbers by adding these up and then dividing by the total weight, because the number here represents the amount, the percentage by weight of the end element that you're looking for. So blood meal, this blood meal that I got, blood meal does vary, is 13.6% nitrogen by weight. Um, I needed more nitrogen than this mix, so for my fish tanks, I add a lot of alfalfa meal. Alfalfa meal has beneficial plant growth hormones, which is why I chose to use it in this instance. Uh, it is pretty fluffy though. You end up with a lot of it. So I mixed 5 pounds of alfalfa meal with a half pound of this stuff I have up here. Um, that ended up, I had 5.5 pounds of end material, and this is the NPK I ended up with. This is what I was aiming for. Um, that's how I mixed mine up. This is what I was looking for. You could definitely chop this down. You could chop all of these numbers down. Let me know if you want this spreadsheet, because I'll send it to you. In addition to this, I added Azomite trace elements, a tablespoon of granulated ferric oxide from my iron, and a tablespoon of mycorrhizal fungi. Um, I did not use all 5.5 pounds for that 65-gallon tank. I used maybe 6 cups of this stuff. Uh, Probably even less. Maybe 4 cups, three cups of this stuff. So it's enough to last you a long time in these quantities. Uh, you probably want to chop this down a whole bunch, and it's not a problem. If you can go buy, if you have a place near you, I have places near me that sell just bulk organic amendments. You can buy just a quarter pound if you want, and that will last you a while. So hopefully that helped. Hopefully this video went through, because this recorder's not all that great. But yep, there it is. Hope that helps. Hope your tank's doing well.